So update time. Sorry it's taken a while for me to come back to everyone. This is basically the state of the bike at the moment. This is basically how I ride it every day. I've got a saddlebag at the moment on here, which I put, you know, sort of daily essentials, rain jacket, spare base layer, socks and stuff like that in there. It's just slightly bigger. It's about 10 litres, I guess, but it folds pretty nicely, small when I want it, and it's quite nimble. It's light, it's waterproof, it's pretty handy. What else can I say? Oh yeah, I've changed the handlebars recently. So from the Richley ones, I've changed them to some aero type ones, I think, but they had a flatter hood on here, which was slightly nicer for me. But the issue that I had was when I did change the handlebars, the wire was a little bit too short, so it was causing some issue when I was shifting over, etc. I've installed a little bell, which was only a couple of quid off AliExpress. And you know, the small decal change I've done is, I guess I've changed the cable to give it one red, which gives it a slightly different look. Running some mud guards on there, which are pretty handy. They're quick release, so I can take them on and off in a couple of seconds. It is quite dirty. I've been riding in the rain quite often. And inside this box here, or this little sort of cage thing, is tools, spare tube, some patches, CO2 canister, and some tyre levers. What else can I say? The bike's been pretty handy. It's been pretty solid. I've had a few close calls with other sort of cyclists and other road users, such as cars have pulled out or whatever, and you know, the stopping power and stuff has been really good, really noticeable. It's very simple to use mechanic wise, just a push of a button and you feel, you know, the bike pretty soon. Had a few punctures as well, and I found changing the tyres pretty straightforward, although I am going to put some winter tyres on this weekend. One tip of advice is that when you do have a puncture and you do change the wheels, when you take it off the through axle bits here, in the cannon box it comes with a little clip, and basically you just insert the little clip into the caliper bits, so it stops you from decompressing it. And when you decompress it, actually, from what I understand, is that the pivot points can pop out, or the brake pads can pop out, which basically means that you have to get it serviced. But all in all, the bike's been really good. It's been really fun. I feel, you know, fast, not as fast as my Endurace previously with the non-disc version, but I guess because I had carbon rims on those and it was slightly lighter. This bike feels a little bit heavier, but for Christmas I've actually ordered some 50mm carbon wheel sets for this, and I'll be putting on some tubular sort of type tyres on them to make it a little bit lighter and more puncture resistant for the winter time. But I think it's a bit overkill, but you know, it's just something that I wanted for later on. But all in all, it's great, it's comfy. I feel I've got the right kind of setting on it at the moment. I'm going to drop the stem one more time this weekend as well, and yeah, just getting used to it really. I get a lot of compliments on the bike, how nice it looks, and I guess Canyon have now fully released, you know, their full lineup of disc brake version of their bikes. So starting to see more. I saw my first Ultimate the other day in a sort of light blue color, which is really nice. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions. Happy to answer them. If you want more, you know, info about this bag, it's called a Rockwell bag. It's about 25 UK pounds. Pretty handy, nice and easy. The mud guards I'm using are the SKS ones, which are for up to 28mm tyres. There's a front and back one, but I try not to use the front one because I feel that it overlaps sometimes and might catch your feet. But the back one is definitely, you know, useful. But yeah, generally that's the update from me. Any other questions, feel free to ask and I'll answer them in the next video. Thanks for watching.